Hi friends, in the previous tutorial I demonstrated how do we use NodeXL. I entered my own data and showed you how to use some of the basic features and functionalities of NodeXL. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how do we uh, you work with external data, how do we import data sets in NodeXL, and then show you some more functionalities. So first, let's open a browser. We go to the official site of NodeXL, which is nodexl.codeplex.com. Oh, sorry. There you go. Now I click on documentation. Then I click on the NodeXL teaching resources link. The teaching resources link contains a variety of data sets. Today we'll be working on the kite network data set, which is a simple network of friends, and the network looks like a kite, hence the name kite network. It's used to teach basic network metrics. File will get downloaded and it is saved in the downloads folder. Go there, move the file to the folder of my choice. Now that the file is saved, we just can open the file directly. So these are the vertexes in the edges tab. Now I will click the show graph button in the graph pane. There you go. As I told earlier, the graph looks like a kite, hence it's called a kite example. In the earlier example in which we had manually entered data, I had demonstrated the basic features of NodeXL. Here I will show you some more advanced functionalities of NodeXL. Let's get started with computing the graph metrics. So you click on the NodeXL tab and you have a graph metrics button over here. So this once you click the button, we have a range of graph metrics over here. We'll take the overall graph metrics, the vertex degree, in degree, out degree, betweenness and closeness centralities, the eigenvector centrality. Let's uncheck the top items: Twitter search network top items, words and word pairs. So we can deselect these three. Once you select the metrics which you want to be calculated, you can click on the calculate metrics button. Some of the graph metrics can take a while to be calculated while working with large networks. Since over here we only have around um, 20 vertices, it didn't take much time to calculate. So the overall matrix is the graph matrix is there in the overall matrix tab. It This column shows us if the graph is directed or undirected. It has 10 vertices. There are a total of 18 edges. There are maximum edges in a connected component are 18. The average geodesic distance is 1.78. The density is 0.2, and modularity is not applicable. Let's now have a look at the graph matrix. This is visible in the vertices worksheet. As you can see, the graph matrices are visible over here. So coming to the graph matrix, the degree of a vertex is the count of the number of the unique edges that are connected to it. So Diane has a degree of 6. She's connected to 6 people. You can see that from, let's highlight Diane's connections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see that she has 6 connections here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In comparison to Diane, we can say that Jane has connection to only one person. So if the edges represented the strong friendship ties of individuals in a network, we can say in this case that Diane is the most popular person, whereas Jane is the least popular. Coming to the in degree and out degree, in degree measures the number of edges that point toward the vertex of an interest. So in degree is the number of um, connections which are going out from a person. So for example, Andre has an in degree. There is, you can see from the graph pane that no arrow is coming into Andre, but he has an out degree of 4. He has connections going to Beverly, Diane, Fernando, and Carol. So the out degree is the number of, it measures the number of edges that the vertex of interest points towards. The next part of the graph matrix is betweenness centrality. Um, in betweenness centrality, although the popularity is important, it is not everything. Let's take the case of Heather over here. She is directly connected to only 3. I mean, she's connected to 3 people. She has relations with Garth, Fernando, and Ike. Her degree is low. However, her position as a bridge between Ike and then indirectly with Jane, um, compare that to the rest of the group, and it can be of utmost importance. So for if example information were being passed from person to person in the kite network, Heather would be vital for assuring that Ike and Jane could communicate with the rest of the group. In fact, if she was removed from the network, Ike and Jane would also be disconnected from the network. Therefore, Heather has high betweenness centrality. Coming to closeness centrality, it is another characteristic about how close each person is to the other people in the network. So for example, if some information needed to flow through the network, some people would get the message, some people would be able to get a message to all the other people relatively quickly, in probably that is in fewer steps, whereas some other people might, based on their position, might require more steps. So closeness centrality is a measure of the average shortest distance from each vertex to each other vertex. So in the kite network, Fernando and Garth have the lowest closeness centrality measure, suggesting they might be in a good position to initiate the spread of information through the network. In many cases, a connection to a popular individual is more important than a connection to a loner. So over here, the eigenvector centrality network metric takes into consideration not only how many connections that is a degree a vertex has, but also the degree of the vertices that it is connected to. In the kite network, both Heather and Ed have a degree of 3. Heather is connected to Garth, Fernando, and Ike, and Ed is connected to Beverly, Diane, and Garth. Ed is directly connected to Diane, however, who's the most popular person in class, whereas Heather is connected to Ike, who is among the least popular. Um, this would explain why the eigenvector centrality metric is for Heather is lower than what it is for Ed. Coming to the clustering coefficient, in some cases a person's friends may be friends with one another. For example, in the kite example, Ed's 3 friends, that is Beverly, Diane, and Garth, are all directly connected to one another, creating a clique. Um, a clique or a complete graph occurs when all vertices in a group are directly connected to each other. In other cases, a person's friends may not be friends with one another. For example, Ike's 2 friends, Heather and Jane, are not friends with each other. So what the clustering coefficient does is that it measures how connected a vertex's neighbors are to one another. To be specific, it is the number of edges connecting a vertex's neighbors divided by the total number of possible edges between the vertex's neighbors. For example, over here, Heather's 3 neighbors are Fernando, Garth, and Ike. Only one connection exists between any of them, the connection between Fernando and Garth. There are 3 possible connections: Fernando Garth, between Fernando and Garth, Fernando and Ike, and Garth and Ike. So the clustering coefficient for Heather is 1 by 3, which totals up to 0.167. So that explains the various functionalities of the graph matrix. Coming to the overall matrix, I'll just give a brief info on what each graph metric is. So the graph type signifies if the graph is directed or undirected. The vertices shows us the total number of vertices. Next are the unique edges. This signifies the total number of unique edges in the worksheet. Edges with duplicates, they are 0 in this case. There are no edges with duplicates. Total of 18 edges, which are the same as the unique edges. There is no self loop, as in there is no vertex which is self connecting with itself. There are the connected components. They are the cluster of vertices that are connected to each other but separate from other vertices in the graph. In this network, there is only one connected component because you can get from one vertex to all other vertices. The single vertex connected components, they are the number of isolated vertices that are not connected to any other vertices in the graph. Maximum vertices in a connected component. This is the number of vertices in the connected component with the most vertices. It is equal to the number of vertices in the kite network because they are all part of the only connected component. Maximum edges in a connected component, it is the number of edges in the connected component with the most edges. It is equal to the number of the total unique edges